All right. Welcome everyone to session 29 of The Space Between. Tonight we have our recap delivered by Z.
As if nothing had ever happened, Bo returned, and Ava barged into his room. I could hear her rambling from across the ship. When he did manage to escape, I nearly impaled him with a dart. In hindsight, that's pretty fair given he brought the poison oil. He's not allowed to do drink runs ever again. My tongue is burning. The poison control people were not helpful. They suggested washing my belt with soap. Ugh. But now he's talking about smooching some guy named Ryu on the ship. That's the last thing I'd be thinking of right now. This breath is foul. Ava usually knows things about everything, it seems. She had some clever remedy to treat our tongues. Then she used hers to seek amends for Cherry and Bo.
All right. Yeah, that pretty well sums it up. Um, yeah, we actually didn't quite get to Sarah Lloyd last time. Um, but we're going to start off tonight with that. Um, let's see. Did you guys have any? I'm getting the vague memory that we had a scene planned from last time. Maybe we just ended up doing that at the end of the session.
Cherry and Bow.
Okay. Yeah, because it was kind of set up.
Nimbus has feelings on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did the setup for that last time. All right. Then yeah, we can do that. We can do that first if you guys want.
Do we want?
Are you guys ready to have the scene, or you want to put it off till a little later in the session?
I legitimately might need some time to get my brain transitioned over to RPG mode, to be honest,
Sounds good.
before I can be in character.
Okay, sounds good to me.
So baptism by fire does help sometimes.
Back to what you said?
Just diving in sometimes does help.
Oh yeah. Is that a child I'm hearing again?
It could be
Yep.
mine.
Nope, it's not. But thank you for, volunteering your child.
Oh.
Why am I hearing a child? You've gone potty twice in the past 20 minutes, son. Okay, if I come up the stairs and you are not sitting on the potty, you are going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I figure what we can start with is then Sarah Lloyd getting an update from Mr. Castor. So let's
I
see.
like how it ends like, yeah, I'm actually kind of sick. My throat's bothering me. And then he's like, you know what we could start with? Two NPCs talking to each other.
Oh no, they're not talking to each other. It's going to be describing the scene.
Got you.
Yeah, so I think Sarah Lloyd would come into the mess. She'd be looking for Eva. I don't know if that's where she'd find her though.
Sure.
She would be reading her compad intently, and she would go over. I should say, tell Eva to come over and look, and shows her
Oh,
a
do you
message
need me
from.
to interpret something for you? Here, let me see.
Well, no, not exactly. I'm just a little bit in shock, I guess. And it's a message from Mr. Castor with some kind of bubbly congratulatory language, but first detailing the giving an address and a little bit of detail of her citizenship, her lodgings, and then mentioning as a special thank you from Loe Nuda. She's also been awarded. Awesome timing there. Also been awarded 200,000 credits and Lohanudanian vouchers, good for 1 million credits worth of services, redeemable anywhere on planet.
Wow.
And she says,
Am I hearing shopping trip? I think that's what I'm hearing.
and she says, well, like we agreed, 20% of this is yours, so yeah, I'll just.
So much. I mean,
Yeah,
I knew it was going
guess
to be a lot.
yeah, they don't mess around. I'm sure I could have gotten more if I'd been able to find somebody, less scrupulous, but that's beside the point. This is like, plenty for
Cherry's
me.
eyes would have darted up over her compad at that mention and then back down to her compad,
Well,
taking note.
maybe, but mm, think about this way. Now you're rich in spirit also.
That'll buy plenty of shrimp and grits.
Exactly, see?
Yes, it will. Yeah, so I expect I'm pretty well set up here.
Wow,
Yeah, by the way,
that's
I've pretty much packed my things. I just gotta do a once over in my room again, and yeah, and I think Carrie and I'll be on our way.
Oh, but we didn't finish that conversation about guns.
Oh well, I mean, we can we can still finish that. Of course, all of you are welcome to visit me anytime. Obviously, she trails off. I don't really know the rules around here, but I'm assuming I can just invite you like that. Uh, seem
Well,
seem like you're probably welcome too, in general.
I mean, Cherry lives here, so, or well, her family lives here.
Right, right.
This plant's gonna need a lot better locks if they want to keep me out.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's not exactly like goodbye forever, but this is goodbye for now.
Well, well, I'll miss you on the
Cherry,
ship.
Cherry
This
will
has been a pretty good
hand her
experience
a
as
box.
far as they go. She takes it, looking like she's not sure if she should open it right now or not. Looks expectantly to
Cherry
Cherry.
waves a hand. She's like, it's just a Lohanu Daw thing for your new place.
Ah, thank you. And she tucks it under one arm. And she looked like she had been about to wrap up Eva in a bear hug before she got distracted by Cherry. But she turns back to her. And says, "Well, Captain, you made an enjoyable mission, and thanks for everything all of you did."
Of course, and uh, as far as employers go, you've been one of the best.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah.
She nods like she expected to hear that. But then yeah, she starts to go for a hug and then hesitates and sticks out a hand to shake Eva's.
Hmm. Which one does Eva notice? Let's see. Okay. And make it too difficult for her. Eva would appear receptive to the hug, but does switch gears to the handshake if that's what if that's what's forthcoming.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like she realized halfway through that she, as the employer, should probably stick to handshakes.
Yeah.
But she says, "Yeah, come by anytime. Can I'll talk your ear off. Let you talk my ears off about any guns you want to talk."
Eva's eyes light up,
Any of them.
but she keeps her mouth shut.
And yeah, she goes to shake Cherry's hand, says, "Yeah, thank you for hooking me up with this place. A better deal than I think I could have imagined."
Carrie smiles widely. Yeah, well, I mean, I do have a good idea every now and then. So thanks for actually listening.
um, she smiles and turns to Bo, give him a handshake.
Yeah, he'll shake her hand, say, pleasure working with you, Miss Lloyd. Call and let us know you ever need us again. Or if you need help getting settled in. I'm guessing you got to go on a furniture shopping spree with some of them vouchers. Get your new place set up.
I suppose I will. I don't really know how that works around here, but I imagine I'll figure it out. Yeah, thank you. I know what crew to call if I have any need. And then she turns to Pete and reaches out to take his hand as well.
He'll shake it.
She says, "Thank you for all your help and your understanding as I try to navigate unfamiliar territory."
Most of us are familiar with that. Our pleasure.
All right, and yeah, then she let's see, I think yeah, she looks around the room and then asks, "Has anyone seen Atlas?"
I think he was still at the main building.
Oh, I yeah, guess that makes sense. For some reason, I thought he had come back separately, but I suppose I'll be seeing him around. Well, then she looks over and notices Zeke and says, yes, and thank you too. Your services were particularly useful. Dimnoff. Couldn't have done it without you.
You're welcome.
And then looking like she doesn't know what else to say,
Cherry would blurt out, "Thanks for not being too awkward, like on the ship and everything, in the most awkward way possible."
gives like a thumbs up and says, "Yeah, sure. You got it. Well, see y'all later. I'll forward you all my address and figure out if my number can stay the same. And yeah, stay safe."
Of course we will.
I'll send anything you might have forgotten, I guess. Maybe, unless I keep it.
We'll
Oh.
send anything you left.
Oh, hey, don't forget this. You put this down. She's going to pick up the box she had handed her a second ago.
Oh,
That looked like it had been wrapped.
yeah. Sorry. Do you want me to open it now? I'm not sure how these
Oh,
things work.
she is the entire crew there.
Yeah.
She'll decide she doesn't care. Actually, she'll look like she might care for a second, and then she'll kind of grin and she'll go, "Yeah, go ahead and open it."
Oh no.
All right. So she sets the box down on the table and unwraps it real quick, and her eyes light up a little bit. Oh, this looks nice. And she pulls out a small, pretty delicate looking glass lamp, and shows it around so everybody can see it, and then carefully sets it back in the wrapping, and then fishes out, finds a little piece of paper, and then another little wrapped package. She
Terry
takes
would have waved off the lamp and been like, yeah, that's just tradition. The better gift is inside.
She seems to be taking a moment to read the note. Let's see. Getting some chatter here. All right. Okay. Yeah, so she okay. Excuse me. All right. So yeah, she nods thoughtfully at the note, puts it down, and then uh, takes the second package, opens it up, and then holds this thing up, unfold, and what you all see is the back of a tank top that has McMuscles in large letters across the back of the shoulders.
Terry's grin looks like the cat that caught the canary.
and
Devilish could be used to describe it. It is at least mischievous.
she's holding it. She's holding it up to her face and looking. She's looking very taken aback. Not exactly disturbed, but very confused. And then, but then she like holds it close and gives Cherry a questioning look.
Cherry would actually start laughing at that point.
It's like, well, thank you. I guess you meant for everybody to see this too, and turns. Yeah, she turns the shirt around to show everyone, and the front has a large, in the center has like a large picture of Cherry striking one of her like signature poses. And the top says Cherry Security, and then the bottom, underneath the picture says I survived. I survived Cherry.
Nice.
Cherry has obviously amused herself because she is laughing hard at this point.
She says, well, I will be sure to make good use of that.
Listen, all I ever see you wearing are those really grungy work tops, and you're starting to look like Eva. No offense, Eva. You needed something comfortable to wear around your new house, and I figured you would love to commemorate, surviving rooming with me in a fun way. Ooh, hold on. I got to take this. Anyway,
Okay.
bye. Enjoy your new place.
Oh, yeah, sure. I was confused. I didn't realize that was in character for a moment.
Yeah.
Well,
Call us if you find anything else interesting, and maybe you can have your own employees, and they can fly with us. We'll do a job for your employee for you, but with your employee instead of you taking the risks. I mean, it was good working with you. I may have taken advantage of a Ben coughing fit there to let Eva be even more awkward.
That's all right. Yeah, she's definitely seeming more uncomfortable in this moment. The longer it drags on, but she expresses appreciation for that sentiment and assures you all that she will definitely reach out under the circumstances. Let's see. Yeah, needing to. Yeah, give me a moment here, trying to sort out a kind of a rules adjacent thing real quick. Excuse me.
Y'all said I ain't fit for talking to the customers.
Yeah, let's see. She will have gone ahead and excused herself to go back to her room and get the rest of her stuff. Um,
Jerry would interject to Bo. Listen, at least I know when to use my delightful wit. You just have to get better at timing, love.
Yeah, catching her with one foot off the ship with old flirty novelty shirts is a move. I'll grant you that.
Jerry would roll her eyes. What should I have given her instead? A Jennifer Moons novel?
Maybe at
might have
least
liked
she
it.
sounded like she was into them.
Eva immediately suggests
Right.
3 of them.
You could have given
Oh
her a
my
coupon
gosh.
for 10% off of our next adventure.
Oh, she's already got the punch card, don't she?
She does have a punch card. This is true.
Y'all just giving the ship away for free here.
Yeah.
Well, we just charge 20% more.
Oh,
Like
no,
how you
no.
think, Zeke. That's an operator move right there.
That's what we did with tuition back home.
No, no.
Oh, Z, you had to pay tuition. I'm so sorry.
No. We charge tuition.
Oh, okay. You charge the school to attend?
No, obviously not. That's not how that works.
No, of course it isn't. Wait, were you the school? Or part of the school?
I wasn't. My parents were.
Oh.
Made Jens pay to go to school?
We.
Well, poor people have to pay to go to school, yeah.
Yeah.
Cherry would
Flat
clear her
broken. They
throat
didn't make me
loudly.
pay to go to school, none.
I
She
didn't
would
hear
give Eva a side eye.
what...
She tried to clear her throat really loudly. I doubt Eva noticed, though.
yeah. I also didn't hear what Bo said.
Oh, I said, I was flat broke. They didn't make me pay to go to school, none.
Are you
Oh,
sure?
that
Or
would... Mm.
did you just not pay?
Now, what's a kid supposed to learn reading, writing, arithmetic, all that? You gotta charge them money for that.
Eva looks over at Cherry. And back.
What?
No, it was an acknowledging glance. Like, she was about to say something. She was about to respond, and she looked over at Cherry and then kept her mouth shut. Well, I guess there's always something to fix on the ship. Bo, go get that grease and don't boil it this time. I'm gonna get into the ducts for a bit.
Worried about what you're doing on the ducks, that much grease, but
I'm gonna have to
Okie
grease up
dokie.
all the joints and she lists off like a dozen other things. Yeah. I was thinking, okay, maybe a dozen is too much, and then I realized, no. She actually stops and starts counting and listing things that can be greased.
Oh, Bo was happy to retrieve the grease at that point for sure. Leave everybody else trapped in that conversation.
Successful captaining.
Cherry would have gone back to her room to make sure none of her snacks went missing as Sarah Lloyd was moving out.
I guess Pete will head towards the charger probably and just maybe pick up a book, but not a Jennifer Moon's book.
Hmm.
Sure, Eva can recommend one.
Yeah, no, he'd pick up something else off the shelf.
All right, so let's see. So I've got some hooks for you guys, and I don't know if it matters too much to get into how you guys came across these opportunities. If you just want me to go ahead and spill them.
Probably over course of a day or two of spending time here, relaxing, and I know that Eva either already did or will at some point ask Pete, Bo, and Cherry to look around for see if there are any jobs around. So there's your excuse for how we came upon them.
Okay.
And yeah, Pete would look.
Sounds good. Okay. So, the yeah, I don't know how I'd want to divvy up the discovery of these leads, but between the several of you, you are able to dig up a couple of leads. One, there are a number of refugees that have been processed on Loinuda. However, there's not space or work for them here currently. So Loinuda is willing to pay any ship's captain that has room to take them to their destination of choice along with the supplies and money that they've been given. Pay for that is 500 per hex per refugee.
Oh wow.
Actually, wait a second. I'm smoking something. It's 250. Sorry, 250 per hex per refugee.
No, you
Still
said
pretty
500 first. No takebacks.
I realized as I read it off, I was like, wait, I typoed that. I was doing my math wrong. But the refugees have been, there are some going to Phyllis, some to Anagris, some to Glitalis. You can choose whichever of those locations you'd want, and you'll be able to fill up your ship. Second, the council has acquired some old information and an old rudder for a planet with a failed colony as of last report. And it's on a system out off of Tabukan space that yeah, they're willing to pay 50,000 credits for updated intelligence. There's some more detail about exactly what they want, but it will require going down, putting boots on the ground. And third, there's a nonprofit, medical nonprofit called Uplift that is needing some supplies delivered to its mission on Phylus, but their ship is out of commission at the moment. This one came from Cherry's mother.
Ah. I missed part of the last one. Can you repeat it?
Yeah, there's a medical nonprofit called Uplift, and they need medical supplies delivered to their mission on Phylus.
Okay.
And they're paying 10,000 credits for the delivery.
Wow.
Oh, wow. A connection from Jerry's family to Phyllis. This seems really fraught.
Fraud?
Yes.
Whatever do you mean?
Fraught.
It's like, I said what I meant, and I meant what I said.
Hmm.
Yeah, so those are the first things you come across, and if none of those are appealing jobs to the crew, then you can always spend a little bit more time in game to dig up other jobs of any particular sort that you might be more interested in.
Oh, wow. That ended up a lot longer than I expected it to be.
Sorry,
Do
what
you have
happened?
any idea how old this information is for the second job? If you say
For
old, is that
that's a good question. Yeah, it is old. Let's see. I believe we're definitely talking several months. I believe maybe even over a year. Yeah, we're talking over a year because Tabuk had traveled through its space, locked down for quite a while, and free merchants were not as frequent visitors through there to Urala, so yeah, I can add that to the mention here.
yeah, that helps. At least broad strokes. I mean, Zeke would probably go for the second job. Old information. 50,000 credits for one job. It's not like we have to keep refugees alive to get paid. We just do the job. 50,000 credits in, out, boom, bang, done.
Yeah, Bo is joining in with Zeke on lobbying hard for the second job.
Do we know
Wait,
what
Go ahead. Sorry.
do we that's okay. I actually stopped talking. It wasn't I didn't even know that I'd been interrupted. So no interruption occurred. Do we know what hex the rudder goes to?
You do. Me. I was realizing I didn't update the map. Let's see. got these that are okay. Yeah, it's. I guess I could tell you it's 0302. So it is basically 2 hexes northeast of Glitavos.
I can't remember where you've put the map.
Oh, I may not have.
Info.
I was gonna say I may not have given you guys an updated map because the thing I remember now what I couldn't decide on what to do was, the map represented rudder knowledge and also system knowledge that that party had, and so I wasn't sure how to present the map for a new party without potentially muddying things up, because the current party doesn't have necessarily everything, all the same rudders that the other party had. So,
Right.
um, yeah, let me see if I can. Okay, switch to the. Here we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna clean this up real quick and get a snapshot for you guys. Do-do-do-do-do. Hmm. Oh yeah, and that is also not. Yeah, you guys didn't go from there. Okay, let me do. Sorry, this is taking some time here. Very close to done though. It's just there was quite a bit more to do than I thought there was. Okay.
Well, it probably doesn't matter. You can do that later if it's still going to take some time. But Ava is torn between wanting to do the job for Cherry's mom because of Cherry, and wanting to explore a new system.
Mm-hmm.
And so she kind of she looks between Bo and Zeke and Cherry. Looks over at Pete. Well, Pete, what's your threat assessment? Pete, where did Pete go? Oh, he's probably reading that book I keep recommending to him.
He could probably hear, so he might yell, "I'm not."
That's what you would say if you were, so I think Bo would say that if he was.
He'll come in. Still carrying his mercenary tactics book.
Oh, that's a good one too. I think. Wait, no, I haven't read that one.
My threat assessment of what?
Well, there's still a lot to fix on the ship. I don't know how much work we can get done here. And so, how much risk do you think there will be of then encountering pirates if we go to this place, or if we do this job for Cherry's mom? The refugees are also a job that's good money. Eva is stalling.
Yep. And I feel like Pete might be able to tell about that.
She does not want to make a decision here. And what do you
So
do
what's
when you
the
don't want to make a
holdup, Eva?
decision? Get more information, and then you get more information, and then you get more information.
So what's the holdup, Eva? I don't know that we have any more information to get on this.
Well, I mean, Bo, wouldn't you want medical supplies to go to Phyllis?
His face will turn red. He'll look kind of shit and say, "Yeah, I mean, I want medical supplies going there, but I mean, I don't know if that's exactly the best job for us to be doing. I mean, that is a lot of money to go check out that
It's a lot of money.
that colony."
I wonder what's wrong with their ship. Maybe we can repair it.
Oh yeah, fix up their ship. See if they'll give us 10,000 credits.
It's probably damaged more than 10,000 credits worth, or they would just fix it themselves, right?
Oh, well, that's even more money for you. Hey, let's just offer to do that for them instead. Then they can go on and do all that.
Cherry? Did we lose Danielle? Has Danielle been muted?
I believe so.
I had been muted. Can you hear me?
Yes. Has Cherry been interjecting?
No.
Okay, good.
I had been muted.
Okay.
I
We,
would look up from her compact. Yeah.
could we maybe help repair the ship and get paid for that?
How do you reckon?
Well, I can fix a ship, I think. I mean, of course I can. Oh, but if it's a big ship, I need a dock and... Oh.
Jerry looks thoughtful for a minute. I mean, I think I know a guy if you need a dock.
Oh. See if you can get the details on the damage to the ship and if we can get a quote for repairing it. And if we can, then it's a clear choice. We scout the failed colony on Straya.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect plan.
Straya.
I do lean towards scouting.
It's a lot more exciting.
It is. Could also be shorter than having to fix a ship. We know that can take a long time.
Maybe, but pulling up the star chart, the sector map here, several jumps just to get to Glatavios. It's 3 of them to be exact, and then a jump with an old rudder to Straya. That's gonna take some time.
Sure, but isn't that aid mission still kind of risky?
Not if we just fix up their ship.
So you mean it's not pirates or some sort of Harvarian privateer group or what?
I think it's literally just delivering medical supplies to people who need medical supplies. So I don't think you have to deal with, especially because we can be granted an ancient frequency.
Hey Ben,
Where
Phyllis
is that on the map, Ben?
Yeah, Phyllis isn't on the map.
Yeah.
No, it's in the same system as Harvario.
Oh, right. Duh.
I guess we could start there. That's a short mission.
That is a short mission.
Hint, hint. Hint, hint. That sounds short.
Well, Bo is struggling to come up with reasons why they can't possibly do both.
And we can transport. Oh, we probably shouldn't have refugees and medical supplies on the same ship.
I think we will be able to carry less medical supplies. Also,
Yeah.
I don't know if any refugees want to go to Havario.
Well, some of them are
Danielle,
going to Phyllis.
Is it just me, or is Danielle's audio really garbled again?
It is.
It's really muffled.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm literally covered with a nursing baby right now. My microphone is not in front of me. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
I got you.
I literally have a baby rolling onto my face right now, so it's more muffled than before.
Next, she is speaking through the baby.
Goo goo gaga.
That's what I said.
I was just translating.
Out of character, in case this is a point, I don't know if you guys are just doing an in-character bit, but the people you will transport will, they would take up crew space, but you wouldn't be like stuffing your cargo hold full of people. So you'd still be able to use your cargo space as normal.
So I actually did think it was kind of a no, you can't do both type of thing.
No, I'm going easy on you guys.
Okay.
Giving you lots of jobs that are more or less compatible.
Okay, so find out how many refugees are going to Phyllis.
Got it.
And how much cargo space is needed for the medical supplies. We look at the timing of swinging that way and see if we can still make whatever time limit has been placed on scouting the failed colony. So Ben, you offered us 3 and we want to do all 3.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
See? No effort wasted at all.
Less ominous, Ben.
Wait, what's ominous?
We have a
Sounds
max.
good to me.
We have a max of 12 crew.
How many hexes are we talking about transporting these?
1 hex, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, if you're just talking about taking
It's a fast
refugees
jump.
to Phyllis.
I'm sure Ben will let Eva
Fairly an
overcharge.
inconvenience.
We'll
Yep.
let Eva overcharge the life support for 1 hex jump, right?
Nope.
So we're talking 7, 1 hex,
Hey,
250 credits. Sounds like a lot of trouble for 1,700 credits.
hey, do you think with like all this Lohanu dot credit and like money we're getting, we could like upgrade this ship so we don't have an out of body experience every time we make a jump?
No, that's making us go faster.
I don't think that's how that works.
I
I don't think it.
I really want the armor plating back on the ship, on the hull. I'm scared of pirates.
I really want to stop tasting colors when we make jumps.
But lavender is
That's-
so good.
I feel like it's taking like years off my life.
No. I don't think so. No.
You don't think so, or you haven't calculated so?
I've definitely calculated. It's not. It's fine.
Cherry has got very like, she sort of narrowed her eyes like that, looking at Eva like, I don't really believe that. And then she looks over at Pete like, can you help me? Like maybe make this argument.
People look at Eva and say, Eva, it's not normal for people to taste colors, and synesthesia is not normal coming out of a drill like this. We really need to fix that before a hit makes us turn into raw components during a drill.
That's like a really good way of putting that, Pete. Thank you.
I'm sure that if we shore up some of the missing armor plating on the hull, it will also shield us against any of the metaspace energies that have been seeping in.
We just repaired the drive.
I'll look into it. But I like lavender. Can you find out what flavor lavender is and get me some of it?
It's quite literally a tea. That's a flavor that is totally normal.
No, I've tried lavender tea and other lavender colored drinks. They don't taste like lavender spike grill.
I think that figuring that out might be above my pay grade, but I will accept the challenge. So, O is Mr. Fancy Whisket in the kitchen. He might be better suited to figuring out that taste.
For reference, I've decided that the lavender color tastes like a like orange cream soda, but cherry cream soda.
Oh no. See, I was gonna say.
So it tastes like a cherry wine float, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
What you got to do is get ready to take a spike drill, then get a big mouthful of lavender, whatever beverage, then cleanse your palate, and then drop out of the drill space. Gotta get them close together so you can compare. Oh man. Made me think, that tastes purple. All right, so yeah, have you guys got? I guess you were bantering a little bit about potential expenses for the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything you want to spend your monies on?
Yeah, the ship.
Preparing the drill.
putting some money into the ship to hopefully to fix some of the issues and also restore some hit points.
Okay. All right. How many hit points do you think you want back?
Is the ship token on the map? Can somebody drag it on if it isn't?
It's actually a great idea. I had not done that.
Makes it possible for me to open up the ship sheet without switching the stream view.
Yeah, let's see. I need a token for it. Brings us back to the subject of ship layout as well.
A little bit, yeah.
So
Yeah, it
it's
kind
just
of
things that
does.
I've considered just whipping something up myself, but I've been so swamped.
And maps are rough.
Yeah. See, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna stick it over here.
Alright, so you had
The
us
end of all the
at
code.
5 of 20 hit points. To repair all of those would be 15,000 credits. That's probably not terribly significant compared to what we've got access to now. Are we able to access the services of a shipyard?
That is possible. However, the immediate problem is that there is another ship undergoing repairs right now. And Loinudad does not have the largest shipyard operation. However, you might be able to work something out. The impression you got from the I guess from Cherry's mother was that the ship, the uplift ship that's currently being repaired, is going to be undergoing that for quite a while.
Ah, okay.
So, if you need something done relatively quickly, you might be able to finagle something.
Yeah, if we agree to deliver the medical supplies, can we would we be allowed to spend a week doing maintenance at the shipyard first? Or however long you decide it takes. I just figured may as well throw a maintenance cycle in there too.
Okay. Yeah, maintenance cycle would be a good way to clean up some of the various issues that the ship has.
Okay.
Let's see. And I don't have immediate access to how much that maintenance cycle would cost. But yeah, I could do that. Let's see.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be less than 200,000. So.
Oh yeah. Well, and you can pull from your Loanidanian vouchers for that stuff.
Yes. It doesn't feel like it's a cost that you have to figure out right immediately. You just
exactly.
tell us how much it was, and we'll have needed to pay it anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can do that later. But yeah, you guys want to just want to take a crack at the shipyard head engineer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jerry's always willing to take a crack at terrifying anybody.
I love that. It sounded an awful lot like you said terrifying anyone.
Yeah. And I also heard.
I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
I heard it 3 ways: terrifying, cherryfying, and cheerifying.
Cheerifying.
All applicable, all accurate, all
Mhm.
favorite.
Alrighty then. So,
Will want to go wherever Eva is going. 'Cause he's trying to find an opportunity to talk to her.
yeah, they can. So I think Ava's wanting to head. She's gonna head off in search of whoever's in charge of the shipyard, which is it's going to be. It's attached. Happens to be attached to the spaceport that you guys are docked in. So it's not too long a little trip by the transportation they've got there within the spaceport.
Before I forget it, real quick, Ethan. Before I forget this, let me
Mhm.
tell Ben. So Eva's plan, at least to start off, and unless either Bo or Cherry or someone wiser who happens to be with Eva, is to offer to split her time between the ship that they're slow repairing, apparently, according to her, um, and her own ship, because of course nobody's repairing or making doing any maintenance on her ship without her present. If we're getting the full shipyard facilities, if we're just doing it all ourselves, then of course we expect discounts. But she'll offer to split her time between the two ships so that she can uh, correct the head engineer on the things that he's doing wrong, so he can fix the other ship faster.
Oh
Okay.
gosh.
So she's
Terry
offering
is
to
overwhelmed at this prospect.
split her time between supervising repairs on her own ship and supervising repairs on the other ship,
Well, since the other
taking
ship
a
won't be
supervisory role over the shipyard's engineer.
Yeah, so because the other ship won't be being actively repaired, she's more of a taking a offering or is intent on offering a consulting role where she goes over the work that they've done and the work that they're planning and tells them how to do it better.
Okay.
And so, yeah, she's of course she's outlining how she thinks she'll be able to negotiate this to her crew. So they all know how terrible her plan is, unless they think it's a great idea.
Bo is on board with this as something that either stops us from going to Phyllis or consumes a bunch more time and might make us lose this contract.
I think Pete doesn't have a strong opinion.
Does Cherry or Zeke stop this?
No, this is entertaining.
Jerry would start and stop multiple sentences, trying to figure out how to word this to her, and then she'll say, like, there's just been a lot of times in my life where I've done something, and I don't think I've ever once appreciated somebody, especially someone I did not know, coming behind me and telling me that I did like a real piss poor job.
Oh, that's because they were probably wrong. I won't be. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
No, no, sweetie. Like, just hear me out. No, like I just know. I just think no. I think if you want to oversee your own ship, that's one thing and can be respected, though maybe seen as slightly paranoid. But offering, not being invited, but like inserting yourself into overseeing the person who is in charge of overseeing repairs would not go over well. Now, if you would like to offer your repair services for, discount, then like that might go over well if you're sincerely offering repair services. But I don't think they need more opinions like
Oh,
about the work already done, because like it's done and like they're not
Well,
redoing it no matter what you
well,
say.
never have too many opinions. That's what they say, isn't it? Opinions are like feet. Can't ever have too many of them.
I'm sorry. Has anyone ever said that to you?
I'm pretty sure that's the saying.
Yeah, is that how you remembered the saying before or after you tasted colors? Just wondering.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the helpful person in the room, myself. I just vote you should not do that.
Mm. But why wouldn't he want to know what he's doing wrong?
And as someone whose reputation would be, like
Oh,
possibly affected. And she pulled
okay.
out a cherry smile. Cheese.
Okay,
Please,
fine.
please don't do this, cheese.
I'll let you talk to the engineer, but make sure he knows that there's a genius on board that could maybe help him if he wants.
Okay, I am definitely willing to let him know that.
Oh,
That's helpful information.
well, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine then.
Are we
Okay,
sure?
cool.
Cherry's not even an engineer. I mean,
I trust her to represent just how much I can help them.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, Eva crisis successfully averted.
GM sweating bullets over here.
Oh, crisis is still ongoing.
We know it.
Well, this could give Bo the opportunity if because Eva is going to want to run some quick checks over the ship and mark some things out and do some things while Cherry's negotiating with the engineer, and Cherry can take Zeke and Pete if she wants. I think there's definitely opportunity in this situation for Bo to talk to Eva alone.
Okay, yeah. So seeing that sabotaging the plan is not panned out.
Has not panned out is a great way to put that.
Yeah. We'll follow after during repairs. I guess kind of him and haw about it for a while, but finally say, we really gotta take this job on Phyllis.
We should. We need the money, and it's for a good cause.
And I'm happy for the cause and just, that somebody's doing all that, but I don't know if I'm exactly one of the folks who should do that.
What's bothering you, Bo? I can tell something is bothering you. I am a genius.
Oh, well.
As only a genius could tell.
That's how that goes. Is this in character silence or is this Ethan cutting out?
Yeah, in character silence. I guess as he's
Remember,
thinking and deciding, I guess, like how much of the truth he's, or I guess which of two true things that he would rather admit to.
Well,
Which
remember,
truth do we want to say?
the longer he leaves Silence hanging, the more chance he has of avoiding saying anything, because Eva will have started talking.
That evil will fill that silence.
His silence is carefully calculated.
So, I think from that, he will admit the thing that's actually was harder for him to admit and say, well, I guess with all that arguing with Cherry, I realized I'm from there.
Duh. I mean, not in a bad way, but yeah, we've realized that.
Well, I hadn't been back in it's almost 4 years now.
Did you leave someone behind? Are you wanted?
Um,
Please say yes to both.
I get-
Cute. I want you to want me.
Oh no.
it's he'll say,
You're all super welcome for that crossover that you didn't know you needed, by the way.
I guess that's kind of yes to both.
Well, I'm sure that Cherry can like use some of her makeup and make you look different.
Cherry somewhere on the ship. Absolutely not.
And wouldn't it be nice to see old friends and family?
Those kind of. He looks like he would rather be anywhere else right now.
Oh.
And say, I Eva, I really don't think there's anybody there that I know anymore.
I'm sorry, Bo.
I guess I've never known for certain. That's the biggest part of why I hadn't wanted to go back. I don't know if no one is worse, but I'm scared to find out.
Well, it's good, easy money, but I don't want to let Cherry's mom down either. I mean, I don't want to let Cherry down, but, you know, her letting her mom down is letting Cherry down. And I'm not gonna make you stay here this time. But think about it, Bo, and if you can turn down that much money, then because you don't want to go back, then we'll do the other job. But it's a real easy trip. We'll be in and out.
And I guess it probably wouldn't take me near where I used to be from, but
And won't you
at least
feel
there.
good helping? I always feel good when I'm helping people. Like, I really wanted to help the engineer.
Heartbreak. When you're just wanting to help and you're told not to help.
They're putting band-aids on a cancer called Himario.
We can't do anything about that though. And band-aids are still some relief.
I guess there's still the problem of the other thing, though. I'm kind of
Even
wanted for crimes.
you are wanted. That's kind of cool to have an outlaw gunslinger on the ship. I feel like a real mercenary crew now. Yeah, we'll have. Yeah, go ahead.
That gets a bit of a smile, and I guess he's trying to get away. I guess at this point, with seeing if he can not actually say what he did.
He probably can because Eva is going straight into how she thinks Cherry could make him look different to avoid notice.
I'm gonna love this conversation when it comes up.
Well, I'm guessing she still ain't gonna want to do me no favors.
Well, you have to apologize to her then, don't you?
Yeah, even then, I don't know.
Oh man.
Don't worry. She recognizes the value of uh, having protection and a bodyguard.
And then, ain't everybody else gonna want to know why I gotta get all done up?
Oh, don't worry. I'll explain that.
Then isn't that gonna be you telling everybody why I gotta get all done up?
No, I can come up with a story that everyone will believe.
Yeah, that's why you're the one not talking to the foreman.
Oh no, that's just because of weird Lohane Uda customs, I'm sure.
Mm.
Yep, that's totally what that is. Yep. Totes what that is. Yeah.
Well, I guess I could just burn that bridge when I get to it.
What do you mean?
Wait, did he say borrow that bridge or burn that bridge?
Burn.
That's an important distinction to know. Okay, continue on.
What do you mean?
Eva, don't take this the wrong way, but you don't exactly strike me as the best lion type.
Don't worry, I'll use my planning board.
I figure they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna be as understanding as you've been about all this.
Well, because we've been in a gunfight together. I figure that kind of tells you who'll actually be by you at your back and protect you is when someone's trading shots so that you don't have to.
It's a good sentiment from them Jennifer Moon novels and all that, but
Right?
I've
From
been
oh, mm-hmm.
I've been in firefights with a lot of folks who had my back there, but I ain't never told any of them about none of this.
Well, I guess thank you for telling me, but I mean, you're from Phyllis and you're wanted, and I don't see why you wouldn't tell people that.
It's
Does it embarrass you?
I think getting to talking about his past again, Bo definitely looks like he is shutting down,
Climbing up.
yeah, not wanting to.
I rolled a 10 on the dice. And I got an 8. It's okay, Bo. One of the perks of being a mercenary on a mercenary ship is we don't all have to know everything about each other. So it's okay if you have secrets that you have to hide from the Harvario mech command because of all the mech installations you blew up. Right?
I'm sorry, did you say meth installations or mech? Okay. I was like, these are two wildly different ends of Bo's life that he's led.
They can make two things.
I mean, I wasn't against it. I thought it made sense. I just needed to know which end of his life story we were on.
It could be meth-powered mechs.
Oh, gosh.
Evil continue if Bo gives her silence. Yeah. And yeah, she continues. And so, maybe I don't have to explain why you need to look a little bit different, and you don't have to explain it. It's just so that we can complete the jobs that we're going there to do. And if you want to tell us later, then you can.
I guess that'll be all right.
Do you think the refugees want to go back? Like, are we just deporting people.
It's something you could find out some more info on. Were you? I was realizing I didn't quite catch who you were asking that to. If she was kind of asking that to herself.
No, that was to Bo.
Okay.
He's the one that's from Phyllis, so she's asking
Yeah.
him about the Phyllis people.
I guess I don't tend to trust government programs like this. I don't know. Maybe if it's the CIS folks, they seem like they might, at least care a little bit about what happens to folks. But
We'll be passing through Anagras. Do you think CIS would take refugees if they don't want to go back to Phyllis?
it don't sound like they would from that job posting.
Why
I
don't
guess we can ask the folks what they want.
Why don't you and Zeke or you and Pete try and find out, and also find out if if these refugees are being removed from Lohanida willingly or against their will. And I'll look up all the laws and stuff, so we'll know exactly what we can and can't do. But for as little as they're paying for the transport, I think maybe we can break some rules. So your people,
GM's ears perk up.
so your people can have maybe a little bit better life somewhere else.
Oh, that'd be good. I guess I'm suspicious about shipping folks off of their home world somewhere else, but
Me too.
maybe they can make this work.
If we don't do it, then somebody else will, and at least maybe we can give them a choice instead of just, no, you go here.
And offer them something.
We could maybe offer them what we would get paid. Let them start with something. Don't tell Cherry I said that.
Don't worry, I can keep that a secret.
You sure? She's very good. I don't know if I can keep that a secret from her.
I've had 4 years of practice.
You haven't noticed that long.
Still.
Okay, so then we're good then. We can deliver the supplies and figure out what to do with the refugees.
Yeah. Bo's kind of starting to look like his mind is somewhere else, but yeah, he'll keep on agreeing with anything. Eva says.
Oh no.
And I guess let her, kind of keep on chattering.
Well, if he's agreeing to anything that she says, then he ends up agreeing that Captain Cape of the hold on, Three Moons. Oh, brain not working. The Three Moon Crusader is the best antagonist, protagonist, romantic mystery of all the Moon's novels. You get all that down, Robert?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
We'll have to listen to it again to catch it up because I don't remember what it said anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with a way to create a character for that.
I'm imagining a three-eyed Zorro. All right, is that scene, Ethan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And scene. All right, so Cherry is going to persuade the shipyard manager, head engineer person to.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, I thought Cherry interjected herself.
Yeah, she did do that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have to be in character necessarily. But what tack, what approach is she gonna take?
What a great question.
I thought so.
She is going to take the tack of that this is her friend's baby. She has built this from the ground up, and so it would mean the world to her essentially, to be able to oversee and make sure that that her baby is being taken care of, essentially.
Okay, and as far as convincing them to let your ship kind of jump in line.
Oh, that we are doing something for the Uplift organization. We are taking on their job that they're unable to complete because of their ship needing such extensive repairs, and our repairs are small in comparison. And so we would appreciate being able to go ahead and get that done so we can still help Uplift, and that Uplift wouldn't mind because we are helping them.
Accomplishing their mission.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Totes.
All right. So yeah, he's the guy is going to do a double take when she mentions having Eva supervise his repairs of the ship. But go ahead and give me a talk check.
I'm going to let you do that because I'm physically incapable of doing so right now.
Okay.
Please don't screw me over. Okay, thanks.
I'll make no promises.
Great.
Let's see.
You ask the GM, Daniel. You know better than to ask that.
Cherry. Oh man. By the way, total side note.
Uh-oh.
Got to play in a one-shot. Sorry, not a one-shot. I got to play in a game of D&D on Saturday. First time in a very long time. Also happened to be the final session of the Shrouded Wilds West Marches campaign that had been going on for a couple years. It was a big event. We had like 4 tables four separate tables going on simultaneously, and I rolled, I think, 8 or so nat 20s throughout the night. Um, Maybe even more than that. There were quite a few on saving throws, quite a few on attack rolls. It was quite ridiculous.
An absurd number of crits, yeah.
It
I'll
was
believe
pretty-
it when you roll it for my character sometime.
So yeah, maybe my luck was like, finally D20s. I almost never get to roll these. Um, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Okay. Didn't roll too well for Cherry here. Rolled a 9, which
Okay.
is
Was that for
shy.
overseeing?
It was for making the pitch to the guy. So it's a partial success.
Okay.
You want to do you want to that'll succeed for the jumping in line part, but not for the other request. Do you want to
Does
re-roll that?
Cherry have diplomat?
Actually, that's a good question. She does. Thank
Because
you
I
for
noticed
reminding
one of
me.
those is a 1.
It so is. Good catch, Dex. Yeah, I forget about diplomat. Okay. Never mind. That is a success.
Thank you, Dex.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that gets you a 12, which is just enough to pass the other part as well. Yeah, the guy's initial reaction is to splutter and start to, well, I never.
Well,
But
does he clutch his pearls while he's at it?
oh yes, they are super clutched.
Super
Pearls have
clutch.
been clutched.
But Cherry works him over, applies some of her trademark charm, and also reassures him that Ava won't be a nuisance, and that if she is, that he can feel free to, you know,
Eject
send
her.
her off. Yeah, eject her. Send her off on
Princess
something else,
Briggs.
and that she's easily distracted by certain topics that she finds irresistible. So it shouldn't be too hard for him to keep her occupied with something other than breathing down his neck.
That's amazing.
So he, somewhat grudgingly, with plenty of grumbling, also though clearly having been won over by Cherry's charm, agrees to allow Eva to be present for the repairs. And he says, "Now I'm gonna contact our uplift representative. Just make sure this is all good with them. I don't want to cause any trouble, but what you say is right. I'm sure they'll say yes."
She would
Yep.
affirm for him, like, oh, yeah, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. Just over the top.
Yeah, and now, hate to, this is nothing personal. This is just how we run business with, off-worlder ships. Uh, Payments got to be made up front, so you have enough to cover all that. That's talking a maintenance cycle, and if the damage is as bad as you say it is, I mean, it's not not like the other ship, but he gives her an appraising look. Still a lot of credits.
Well, what would Cherry do? I think upon hearing that, Cherry would ask him for a quote, and she would also say that she would want an itemized receipt upon completion to make sure that everything they had paid for had been done and that no additional things had been decided on, and she'd be fine with paying up front if they could agree on what would be done with her captain.
Okay. I'm gonna
So
roll another.
basically she would want to let Eva have the final say on that, essentially, is what it comes to.
Okay, I'm gonna roll another talk check for you here.
You go for it. You roll that talk check. Chalk check.
Another one.
Good
and a
old chalk
4.
check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, it's a rough night.
Roll the 1, get you up to an 11.
Thanks.
Can I curse his luck? Wait, you said 11?
Oh, curse his luck.
Yeah.
It's funny
But did she roll an 11 or did she roll a 1? I'm confused.
Oh yeah, well, so one of the dice, she rolled 2 d6s, one of which was a 1, and the total was a 9 with one of the d6s being
Okay.
1. Yeah, so she re-rolled one. The 1 became a 3, and then it brought the total to 11. Let's
We don't need
see.
to curse his luck with an 11.
Nah, yeah, and let's see. So, yeah, cursed luck would be if he were going to do something, or if he were going to make some kind of check, then yeah, you could make him basically take disadvantage on the roll. You ended up taking cursed luck. I couldn't remember which one of the 3 at that level.
Yeah, it was curse luck.
I'm taken. Okay, cool. Yeah, because man, anguished vision is also a very interesting one, but I felt like cursed luck fit with what you wanted to be able to do.
Oh no, there's definitely some fun that can be had with cursed luck. Anyway.
Okay, so yeah. She managed to lay on enough charm that he's kind of befuddled, trying to figure out how to take that, but ends up deciding on taking it graciously. And he says, "Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, we'll have everything itemized and estimated out for you. Just wanted to make sure you knew you had to pay up front. I sometimes get people in here thinking they can, put it on credit and then gallivant off. But yeah,
I do my fair share of gallivanting, but I try to make sure it's when my affairs are in order.
of course, I could tell. You seem like the type to take care of business and do what you said you were going to do."
She gives him a cherry smile.
He said, and then he seems to work himself up to it for a moment. Says, Can I get a selfie?"
She would smile broadly and flip her hair and take the selfie for them.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, he seems quite pleased with that, and thanks her a lot. And is before she's even gone, he's seems like he's posting that picture a few different ways and places.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, I will, and if I don't have it in a couple of days, somebody remind me. But I'll figure up the costs, what you guys are gonna have to pay to get the ship taken care of. But yeah, they're gonna let you scoot in, get the ship topped off, and get the maintenance cycle done, and that will take care of some of the little weird quirks, as well as
Oh,
um, um, some other things. Now, if there are any little flavorful things that you would like to leave alone, that's
Oh
fine.
no.
That Eva can chase him around and tell him not to mess with the synesthesia creator and the warp drive.
Like, don't touch those fluids. It's a carefully measured ratio.
Oh my.
I think Pete might slip the guy like 5 credits to just put a harmless like noisemaker deep inside a really hard to get
Oh,
to
no.
place.
Oh
Just so it
no.
like not a loud one, just something that'll rattle, something that'll be like an attention getter,
Something
something
that
that
she
Eva
would
can
notice.
work on. Yeah.
Oh man, that's great. Have it just go off every once in a blue moon, like
Uh-huh.
just long enough for her to notice it, but then stop making noise, so then she can't find it.
Wait. At what point into the repair process does he offer this to him? Is it after he's been around Eva for a little bit?
I feel like probably the same time they're about ready to kick off.
I figure that prime time is like 24 hours of after he's been around Eva. I'm good.
It could be.
Shift.
Could be.
Hmm.
It's like lavender.
Yeah, now that is a proposition. Hmm. Yeah, I think that sounds like either a trade or perhaps a connect check.
For Pete to get him to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he doesn't have either of those. It's more or less just a prank. The guy is that hard to convince to do a prank on a coworker.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's not gonna be a difficult roll. But...
It's not going to be a
He's
difficult
got to
roll,
crawl
but
in that hard to
-1.
reach space to get it there.
I guess I'll roll a connect. And it doesn't really matter what I pick stat-wise, because anything that is not physical is just zip.
Yeah.
See, that's what I expected.
Yeah, it was a pretty low roll. Yeah, the guy seems to he laughs a little bit and kind of he reaches to shake Pete's hand and says now that's a funny idea right there. I'll have to remember that one. You know, being a professional, I could actually do it to a paying customer, but that's a good one. And claps him on his metallic shoulder, and then does lean in and a little more quietly says, "Now if you wanted to go in there, I could suggest a spot or two if you're really wanting to do it. I just can't really afford getting myself in trouble, and
I'll take the
or something like
suggestion.
that.
I'll take the suggestion. I know somebody I can get to do it.
Yeah, so there's this little nook right above where the spike drill, uh, and then he goes and describes a little spot that requires taking a couple things apart to get to, unless you got a you know got a little kid or somebody particularly thin. Um, but he says for somebody like you, should be manageable.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
He'll
gives him a
on
wink.
the sly. On the sly, he'll pass the little noisemaker thing that he has found off to Bo and recount the conversation. Say, you want to hide this on Eva for me in this spot?
It's like, oh, why not? Pretty sure some of them darts are still down there. And so yeah, he'll crawl in and install the noisemaker.
Oh, it definitely
Right.
works. Just in case anybody was even going to ask, it works.
Yeah, the place that the guy suggested has it pressed right up against some internal plating that means it will when it vibrates and rattles, it can be heard in multiple of Eva's favorite um, yeah, hangout or hangout spots, including in the workshop, though most faintly in the workshop, perhaps making it even more annoying.
Perfect.
All right. So, with the ship being under repair and maintenance, would you guys like to? There were sounded like there were a couple questions about the refugees. How would you guys like to get those questions answered? Hmm. Um, so remember Eva had questions about whether these people were kind of being pressured into going to Phyllis, or if they wanted to go to Phyllis, or if it was a good place for them to go, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, basically, you want to know, uh, were they trying to leave a situation on Phyllis, and now they're being sent back to it?
Got you. Okay.
Um, and it does sound from the description you gave that the people being sent off are at least going where they want. Like I believe we were told you're taking them to where they want to go. But
Mm.
I think we still want to know, or at least Eva still wants to know, uh, is it actually where they want to go? And is it willing, or would trying to get them taken in by Anagris, the CIS, be a better option? And I think maybe unless anyone else thinks that they've got a good way of researching this, I guess Eva will try and look up, is that actually even an option? Will the CIS take refugees from Phyllis?
Mm. Got you. Yeah. So, yeah, I think maybe a good way to get those answered would be to go visit the basically the immigration office for Loinuda. And the individual that you talk with there is
That's a funny name.
Sounds like they came from Aeroscore Coupiettes.
hey, now, none of that, none of that. You're not supposed to figure that out until later. No, so there's a VI that runs this department and is very happy to explain to you all the ins and outs of the process, and will tirelessly goes through all the points.
Mind talking at all.
Sorry, what about mind talking?
I said it is definitely programmed to mind talking at all.
Oh.
It thoroughly enjoys explaining things in detail.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's gonna go into detail, and it's going to hand each of you one of the immigration agency's brochures that has a little blurb about how Loinuda is, dedicated to doing what it can to help the less fortunate.
Can I help you?
Appreciate it.
Hey Danielle, you're unmuted.
I know. I was
Okay.
leaving the noisiest part, so I could figured it was okay if I unmuted. Sorry.
Oh, you're guys. It sounded like there's some cross chatter. But yeah. So hands you the brochures, which have a little blurb about how Loinuda, is dedicated to doing what it can for people in need of refuge, but that it's they're limited on space, and fortunately cannot take most people into their own city. However, they have arrangements with multiple other planets and packages of various sorts for whatever skill sets that people have. And goes on to describe gives a very brief explanation of each of these other places. For Phyllis, talks about it being a down-to-earth, primitive world, uncomplicated by most of the trappings of modern life, and a place in need of all sorts of laborers, and as well as anyone with skills in management or in law enforcement. But that and then it talks about Gletavos needing people with technical skills and people who are familiar with operating computers and crunching numbers. And Anagris has a bit less of a broad what am I trying to say, portfolio of options, but it does mention that people with skills in the medical field and or in scientific research are particularly welcomed and easily accepted on Anagris for refuge. And so it describes how the people are screened, vetted, and then they're presented these options, and as long as they as long as their choice seems to be, somewhat feasible, then yeah, Lohinada does what they can to make it possible. Um,
Hmm.
Each of them is given, some supplies and a decent little one-time stipend of credits to set them off on a new start, and then they're given transportation and sent with whatever ship captains are deemed trustworthy enough and are willing to make sure that they arrive at their intended destination.
No, actually, kind of sounds like it's all on the up and up.
Do you mention why you're asking?
I don't know if Eva's there specifically for this part. I don't know. Was Bo going to try and be checking into this, or Zeke, or Pete, or who was it?
Okay, I
guess
had
Bo
thought
would go along, but he's not exactly the persuasive type.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was gonna say I think Eva had expressed the interest, but yeah, even Bo can go along. Yeah.
Eva can go. No, Eva wanted to know, but she had suggested that Bo take Zeke or Pete or well, Zeke or Pete, and try and get that info.
Okay, yeah.
But if if they don't want to go, Eva can also go. She'll comment that she's not going to be overseeing the repair work of 2 ships, so she's got extra time.
Yeah, Pete would go.
Okay. I was gonna say Pete and Bo seem like they're probably a little bit better equipped than Eva to see a situation like that and think about how it might not be on the as on the up and up as it looks.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah,
kind of
gotcha.
why I was poking at them.
Makes sense. Would either of them have any other questions for this immigration officer or points they wanted to make? They they did seem curious about what brought on the questions.
I don't know what Pete could ask that would not be suspicious in some way.
I mean, if it helps, that this VI does not seem like they're asking out of suspicion so much as just curiosity.
I think Pete. Sorry, I think Pete would just say something to the effect of, we were contractors bidding on taking some of the relief supplies, and so or the refugees, and we're wondering, details of how that would all work.
Not a great thing to
Oh.
refer to refugees as supplies.
No, that was
That's a look.
misspeak on my part.
Not a good look.
Say,
Not a good look. Just saying.
Pete's gonna
Glad you
have to
caught
go
that.
back.
Glad you caught that pretty quick.
It's
Nice.
very
Yeah,
on
go
brand for
back.
Pete, though.
Go back to sensitivity training. We don't speak about humans this way. No. It says, so you have been offered a contract to transport the refugees. That speaks highly of your captain and your ship, and the reputation you have on Lohinada. Congratulations. Uh, I can assure you that the refugees have been cared for as well as anyone could and have been given full freedom to choose their new home from the options we have available. And we hope to have additional options available soon.
I sense a job
I
opportunity.
think our questions are more like, what are the nature of these refugees? It's not just that, they're going for jobs on Phyllis. Sure, like, where are they from? Are they in good health, or do we need to take medical care of them while transporting them?
Good questions, all. Let me see and pull up. Seem to pull up a list and think for a moment. Yes, it does seem that one of the refugees has a persistent illness, but it is minor. They have been given medication to treat it as they travel. The others are all in good condition. We have, yes, several from Urala, from Taiwan, from Tabuk. Some are unknown. They are not required to divulge that information.
Are these like families? Are their children traveling alone?
Oh, goodness, no, we would not send children alone. There is one family, the others are all single adults. They have various stories and various professions they are pursuing, but that is up to them to share.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I think in the back of his head he's still wondering, is this voluntary?
Okay, well, we're pretty much coming up on session time.
Yep.
I think maybe, well, you guys good with going ahead and saying, yeah, let's go for it, and then, for some reason something comes up once you accept it that makes you go, we gotta bail. Then you could do that. But
Yeah.
Ethan. Yeah, there's one individual whose appearance I cannot describe to you and whose origin I cannot describe to you. Please just don't ask any questions about that person.
Typical GM.
Java?
Hmm.
No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe someone in a similar boat. Yeah, no, so I think then maybe next time we can start off with meeting your refugees that you're going to be transporting and getting loaded up. I guess be thinking about what you want your characters to be doing during this downtime, because I think It's going to be at least a week. I haven't done the exact math on how long it'll take to then do to repair the ship's hit points, but that'll be at least a couple of extra days. So yeah, be thinking about how your character would want to spend that time. There are, I don't remember if there's like a section in the book for that kind of stuff. You don't need to worry about lifestyle expenses or anything because you can continue uh, living off of the ship, and yeah, well, we can take care of that other stuff in out of character planning or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, for tonight, let's take an XP.
2.
2?
No, take
Woo.
Oh, that's definitely a 2. We altered the deal.
I was about to say, I did not say that. Whoever said that had no authority to change. Yeah, you can have your 1.
2.
2?
Oh man, yeah, there's too
It is
much.
the lesser excited cousin of woohoo.
True. The woo. Let's see. So let's start getting some fays. Do I have everybody listed on here? Yeah. No, I thought I did it first last time. Apparently not. All right, so I'm up first. Hmm. Hmm. I think my favorite is going to be. I think it's gonna be Pete's prank. That's gonna be paying off for a while, I suspect. And I'll pass it on to Danielle.
Oh man. I think I'm gonna miss the taste of lavender. Eva begrudgingly fixing the ship, not because she doesn't have the funds to do so, but because her crew was like, "This is not normal. Please make it stop." Basically, Eva having to be bullied into fixing her ship.
Until somebody else touching her ship.
True,
Yeah,
yeah.
too.
Many reasons why Eva put this off. Let's see. Dex, what about you?
Well, for one, opinions are like feet.
You never have too many of them.
Opinions are
Wait,
like-
who said that and when? Did I?
That was
Bo
definitely Bo.
said that.
That was Bo.
Oh man.
And so I feel like at some point we're going to be like fighting, like being chased by like a giant sandworm centipede, and Cherry is bitterly going to bring up that this is too many feet.
Look at how many opinions it has.
She's going to remember this to pull out at exactly the moment that she can pull it out.
And I also really enjoyed everyone recognizing how terrible of an idea Eva had and just being like, nope, I'm here for the ride. Bring out the popcorn until Cherry's finally like, no.
You may not.
I like the book, P. Ethan.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, that it occurred to me to phrase it that way. I
I don't know if apathy is the right word there. It seemed eagerness.
Mhm.
yeah. I was reading back over and I was like, that didn't feel right.
near unanimous watching the train wreck.
Yeah, everyone eagerly awaiting, everyone eagerly watching the Eva's train wreck idea.
It was kind of the opposite of "Don't you love it when a plan comes together"?
Yeah, true.
Same energy, opposite conclusion.
Is that a better fit?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I feel like I'm flagging big time mentally right now. So if I need to do it again, or if you need to just type it out for me, don't hesitate. That's what it
I would
takes.
say add until Cherry at the end of it.
Okay.
Because Cherry put a stop to it.
Cherry has taken her job as PR manager very seriously.
Yeah, I feel like both of your characters now have ended up filling a similar space of putting a stop to excessive shenanigans.
I mean, it would kind of be nice if at some point I didn't have to be the voice of reason, but I kind of feel like the people I play with don't play with this game to be the voice of reason. So I've come to expect it.
I think it more comes down to player personality. Just doing a little bit of seeping into the game.
I personally get a little bit awkward because then I worry that my character saying it is me taking away another player's fun. Really, the real worry is that the player isn't going to tell me if they really want something that my character is no going to go forward.
True. Yeah, that's a tough balance to strike sometimes.
Yeah. I like that we have good communication in this group.
Yeah, it really makes a big difference.
It is very nice.
All right, Ethan, what's your fave from the session?
It's related to Dex's second fave that several of our PCs were doing their best to sabotage a thing that the players wanted to do.
Right, I'm gonna have to apologize because
Holloway agrees.
I did not process like the first half of that. I got wanting to
Oh, sorry,
sabotage.
saying that our PCs were sabotaging the plan of what the players wanted to do. I think like everybody was on board for this mission, but we did so many things in character that were like gonna derail.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, yeah, and because I think that with as long as everyone's uh everyone's in agreement that they can speak up if they really do want to change something, or if they don't like the direction the characters are taking, then it can be a lot of fun to just play along with some some a little goofiness and some you know technically suboptimal decisions or or ideas that the characters have.
Yeah, which, by the way, I would say, Dex, like, you asked at one point, like, does nobody stop Eva? And so I kind of was taking from that you wanted somebody to stop her.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
All
think
right.
that was a fair assumption.
Yeah, you read that absolutely correctly.
Okay. All right. That I took it as you were like saying, well, this is what I think my character would do, but as a player, I think this is a terrible idea.
Yep.
So, okay, great. Glad to see I'm still very much capable of reading my fellow players. Great.
That's Dex saying, "I'm so tired of running rampant through the streets." Um, oh
All right,
man.
babe, stop cracking
Okay,
yourself
sorry.
up. It's time.
Anyway, Robert.
I would say more Bo backstory.
Yeah.
Juicy backstory. We love.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for our
Yeah.
serving of backstory this day.
Yeah, I didn't pick files
Also,
for nothing.
oh man, also Eva telling him, "You're wanted." I was like, I'm loving this. Mostly
Well, I
because
knew that.
it, was emotional agony, I'm sure, for Bo, which brings Cherry much joy.
Yeah.
But also the romantic in me was like, this is cute.
All right, Avery, what about you?
I could be mangling this quote, but I think it was, "Let him know there's a genius on board."
Yes, that was.
That whole scene was great, but I mean, that was just the cherry. Wait, no, that might not
That
work
was
there.
not the
If you guys
cherry
know
on
what I meant.
top. That was, yep.
Yeah,
Well,
that was.
now someone has to come up with a way to use the term cherry on top in game, in characters.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll be like, I'm not the captain, she is.
There are a lot of dads here. I think we can make it happen.
All right, great. This dad joke will see the light of day.
I resemble that remark.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can say that Eva's plan was definitely a solid one. Let me see. I had a second idea? I'm trying to check if it got mentioned. Um, hmm. Oh no, it did not. Okay, then I'm gonna add my second favorite, which was the the Miss Muckle, blah, 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 the McMuscles tank top.
Oh
Muscle
yes.
tank top.
Oh, so
Damn.
good.
Yeah, Cherry's little gift, parting gift to Sarah Lloyd. The heartfelt, culturally appropriate gift was also nice, but the goofy tank top was pretty dope.
Cherry was really proud of herself for getting that put together on short notice.
Oh, excuse me.
Not excuse. No.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think that's all of it then. We gotten a little bit more done tonight. Got a good bit more role playing, and more importantly, I haven't hacked up a lung, so
Very proud.
calling it a win.
Thank you for keeping both your lungs inside your body.
Does make it
Compliment.
easier to hear you. Yes.
All right. Well, we can wrap the session there, and everybody have a good night.
Whoops, I did not prepare myself. Hang on. Post to faves. That is unnecessary.
Oh.
All right, faves have been posted.